We're going right back over, across the border, to a distant land, right all the way back over to Middlesbrough.
Come on!
Woo! We have some talent.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have a young man.
Young?
All right. Well, in one sense of the word, he is.
He's related to a young. Is that?
Sorry?
Does that make, he's related to a young.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and in fact, do you know what? This man has cancelled Edinburgh Comedy Festival tonight to be here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mainly because Edinburgh Festival's not on. But
But if it was on?
But if it was on, he would have cancelled to come here. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is the youngest in his family. He says he's the most talented. Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the stage Mr. Francis Garrity!
Yeah, come on!
Evening. Hello! Are you all having a good time?
Yeah!
You all enjoyed yourselves? Good, because there's no refunds. Judges, evening, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Cheryl Pett. Are you all right? I did invite Gordon Strachan to be here tonight, just to cheer him up a bit, you know, but he cancelled at the last minute because he said he was too busy watching 11 other comedians tonight. So my name is Fran, and as you know, I'm the youngest in my family. My parents are a lot older than me. When I was younger, I may have been naughty, I may have been a little bit cheeky to my parents, but they knew how to get their own back. You see, they wouldn't tell us off. This is what they'd do. They'd soundproof our bedroom walls just so we couldn't hear the ice cream van outside. Now, when I was at school, again, I was a little bit cheeky at school, but not as cheeky as the teachers. I only got ever given one bad comment on my school report, and that was from my home economics teacher, Miss Rossi. I've checked, she's not in tonight. But she wrote on my school report, unfortunately, Francis will never make the grade, as needlework is not his strong point. But she was the teacher that actually sent me on work experience to a produce farm. Only lasted a week, but it was a fruitful experience. I'm all grown up now, married. I love being married. Being married's great. My wife's here tonight. And you see, when you're married, you get to learn things, don't you? It's exciting. I've learned how to pick things up off the floor. I've also learned how to wash dishes properly. And when you're married, you get to understand how the woman's mind works. For example, a woman will need at least 6 to 7 bottles of shampoo and conditioner in the bathroom at the same time, whereas a man will only need 1 bottle, and that bottle will be the cheapest bottle from the supermarket shelf. Somebody came up to me the other day and asked me, what do I find annoying? And I said, well, put it like this. When a woman is finished in the bathroom, she will, for whatever reason, I don't know, forget to lift the toilet seat back up again. I find that annoying. I was on holiday this year with the wife and kids, and my wife was teaching me some new card games. She said to me, have you ever played that game called Patience? I said, yes, dear. Every day for the last 4 years. So we received some sad news this week. I had to sit the kids down and tell them that our hamster had died. It was tragic. Fell asleep at the wheel. So my son came home from school and he said, Daddy, I've written a short story. Do you want to read it? I said, yeah, I'd love to read it. It was entitled, The Different Ways to Spell Bob. And I asked my daughter what she'd like to be when she grows up. And she said, Daddy, when I'm older, I want my name in lights all across the world. So we changed the name and she's now called Fire Exit. If you look to your right and to the back, she's here tonight. So when I left school, I didn't have that many qualifications. I mean, I used to laugh at the teachers and say, who needs them? By the time you're 21, I'm working in Burger King. And a couple of years later, I was reminded of that comment. Shortly after I bumped into my history teacher. This was shortly after I asked him, are you eating it or are you taking it away? But my last day at school, the headmaster called me to the office for one last time. And he sat me down and he said, I've been watching you closely throughout your school life. I said, don't tell me, needlework's not my strong point. He said, no, he said, you remind me of the story of the inflatable boy. And just before I go tonight, I'll tell you that story of the inflatable boy. He went to this inflatable school. All of his friends were inflatable. And so were his teachers. And one day this boy sneaked inside his classroom with a big set of drawing pins. Later on that afternoon, the headmaster called him to the office. He sat him down and he said to him, look son, you've let me down, you've let the school down, but most importantly, you've let yourself down. Thank you very much, thank you.
Come on, Fred! Yes!
Wow. Come on, let's make some noise for Brian Garrity.
Woo!
Well done, Brian. Did you enjoy that? Excellent stuff there. I mean, that was just, you know. Clarissa.
Somewhat funny, buddy.
You were very funny. Oh, darling, that really cheered me up. So I just like to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you live at the Apollo.
Wow. Piers, what have you got to say?
I think maybe comedy in the north and south of England must be different. Maybe in Scotland, some things are funny. In England, we're fine by any way. You know, I've heard it before, earlier today in rehearsal. See, I can do it as well. It's clearly not difficult.
Well, I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen, this is a bit harsh, isn't it?
What's the choice, Brad?
Yeah, come on.
I think the audience says otherwise, Piers.
You know, I think you have something to learn, Piers, about coming up here, talking like that.
Anyway, Cheryl.
You know, I'm really sorry, but I have to agree with Piers. I didn't really get it.
Woo!
Maybe that's because I'm a Geordie.
Yeah.
This is like smoggy comedy, I don't know. Maybe something like that.
Oh, well, did you enjoy yourself, Fran?
Hang on, I wasn't finished. I found it a bit sexist, to be honest. I mean, what's the matter with having 6 bottles of shampoo? I have 6, 7, 8 bottles of shampoo.
It's funny because Adam has about 8, don't you?
Oh, well, at least a shower will. Oh.